Tank in the studio. How you feeling about this, man? I saw you vibing to it.
Man, I'm
Is it the best? Is the best work you've ever done?
probably.
Why probably?
I mean, because, it's subjective. Everybody has their favorite moments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, all of these songs, all of these albums, they're all my babies. It's hard to pick a favorite child. But this one right here, this closeout feels like a monster. It feels like a monster.
And Tank and I have been friends for so long.
Yeah.
But, I think I can speak in this voice when I say that from this press release, it says, R&B Money is a labor of love to my fans and to the genre of R&B. This is who I am. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for artists like Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass, Keith Sweat, Al Green. My fans inspire me every day to make music, says Tank.
I don't understand. It just turned into an episode of South Park. This is not. It's not my voice. That is not my conscience.
These are your words, though.
Yeah.
Is this an anthology?
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna be like a Marvin Gaye, like each one leads into the next one?
Am
I reading too deep into it?
No, we're trying to figure out the nuance of delivering all of this music, right? And so now we're just listening to the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they're starting to scream for this Chris Brown record, like 90 going north. They're losing their mind. So as this record is cracking the top 10, we got them screaming for another record like right now. We want it now.
Right.
And so now that makes we have to make an adjustment now. We want to be able to make those adjustments. So, we're going to give the people what they want. We got to take it on the road. So top of the year, we got to do that. It's got to be an R&B Money tour, the last closeout tour. And then we move into the other things that got to be done.
Tank in the studio with us right now. Ryan Cameron Uncensored, 404-741-1075. How, when you talk about R&B and collaborations,
Mm-hmm.
there is a genuine competition between R&B artists. True or not true?
Yeah, for sure.
How did you, Rotimi, Chris Brown, was it like, you know what, let me try it, or I know these my boys? Like, how did you make these calls?
All the people you see on the album outside of Alex Isley are my people, 100%.
There's not a TGT cut on here, though.
No.
Did you reach out to any of the TGT people?
Yeah. I reached out to Tyrese and I reached out to Ginuwine.
And what was their response?
They moved too slow.
Were they interested, though?
Yeah, they were interested.
But you was like, we got to get this done.
I move. I don't need features.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me asking for a feature is
you
merely
gotta
just
put your finger in my face like that.
No, I didn't. You did see on the camera. Okay, first of all,
Hey, man.
I'm glad his camera's in here.
Hey, man.
He just really tried to hit me with a whole Karen, and you don't have to touch me. Oh my God!
Why are you bullying me, bro?
Oh, he's on me. He's on top of it.
Why did Tyrese take so long? Why did Ginuwine take so long?
These guys take long. That's their process. I'm the studio rat. I'm the guy that gets in the studio and does 3-4 songs a day.
Right.
Those are the guys that get in the studio and do 3-4 songs a month. Those are those guys. So with me, like, when I'm in the moment, like, you got to meet me in the moment.
Right.
It's right now. It's hot right now. You know what? Thank you so much. I don't need you. I'm out. Like, and it's nothing personal. And even to those who I called that didn't respond back, it's nothing personal. I don't need features. Any idea of me wanting to collaborate is just to do something dope. Just because I respect what you do and maybe what I do, we can put that together and make something dope.
Was it a text to some of these people that didn't respond?
Text, calls, DM. Yeah.
No response at all.
Some no response. Some no response at all. And
had you worked with them and done something, maybe some writing or something?
I know all the people that I text. I've seen all of them in person, and they've all, in some way, shape, or form, kissed the ring and like, oh, big tank, OG, whoop, bump, all the good talk.
Whatever you need, dog.
Anytime.
Hit me. You got my number.
And in a female voice, anytime you need something, you just call me, let me know. I got you, boo.
So you reached out to some ladies too?
Oh, yeah.
Were there supposed to be some other features on here?
Yeah, but listen, it happens the way it's supposed to happen.
Right.
When you hear Alex Isley shining on there, that's for a reason. You see the creme de la creme.
Okay.
She's shining for a reason.
See Through Love featuring Chris Breezy. And that's gonna be the next one?
That's what the people want. That's what the people want.
What do you want? What the people want?
I want what the people want. I like what Drake likes.
Yeah.
I want what the people want.
Yeah.
And, like I said, I love all of these records. We have so many moments. We were just talking about the Alex Isley record, which is a monster. They're going crazy over that. The Rotimi record with T-Verse, they're going crazy over that. The When You Dance record. I have a young lady, Rajane, on my Instagram. If you go right now, see her dancing on there. I mean, just her legs are just in motion. Poetry in motion. Like, they're calling for a lot of records. They're calling for it. Awesome. They want me to turn up in these streets, featuring Black Tuxedo. They want the old man to, to turn up, to get the young juice in his body.
You consider yourself an old man?
Yeah, 46 in entertainment years.
Yeah.
In like dog years. Yeah, absolutely. 46.
Oh, no. It's
different now.
Look at Ron Isley, though.
What about him? He's old.
But he's still the king, though.
King of what?
Of old.
He's old. Ronald Isley, back.
You're no stranger to controversy. You say stuff, and then I've been knowing you for so long. I think you say stuff, and then you just like, let me see what they do.
No. Ron Isley had to transition into a boss,
right?
Which is for the elder statesman. It's for the older gentleman to be the boss, the heavy, the big boss, the Mr. Big, the Mr. Big.
Yeah,
you got to make that transition.
So what are you transitioning into?
I'm transitioning into the boss. This is a retirement. This is it. Now I own the label.
Wait. So that's the whole press of this whole final.
Done.
What's that mean?
The album process for me is over. I'm done making albums.
Okay.
Now I'll be helping artists make their albums.
So you're thinking on some L.A. Reid stuff.
L.A. Reid, Babyface, LaFace Records, 100%.
Yeah, that's what okay.
100%.
Why is it that so many people they don't want to do that? Because when people say, you should do this and you should do that, and I'm like, I ain't trying to do that no more, man. I ain't trying to host it. I want all the money.
Well, stepping out of that light is hard.
Right.
That light is addictive. Walking on stage and them girls screaming your name, you know what I'm saying? Going up to the radio stations and talking about your music.
Right.
All of that, like, that's addicting. That's a drug.
Right.
Right? I'm not addicted to the drug. Like, I'm more so in love with the art. And for me, in order for the art to be maintained, somebody has to hold the gate, right? Somebody who is from the cloth, somebody who has actually had experience in the field on a high level, right. And not somebody who is out to pasture, you know what I'm saying, who you're trying to resurrect to call these guys and get them to do work. No, somebody who's actively cracking,
right.
Somebody who's actively number one, making those calls saying, hey, I can help you. Hey, come on, man. I'm gonna let you shine. I know how to do it. I don't want your shine. I'm going to make sure you shine.
This transition, Do you already have a team?
Yes.
Do you have a name of what this next venture is going to be?
It's R&B Money.
That's
the label.
A label.
It was my label first.
Right.
So my label is R&B Money. I'm signed to R&B Money. Jay Valentine signed to R&B Money. Feather signed to R&B Money, which are what I deal with Motown. My deal with Atlantic. And we're grabbing other artists as we speak to sign to R&B Money. So the setup is there. The infrastructure is there. Now it's just a matter of dedicating the time to, give these artists our undivided attention, my undivided attention.
Right.
So that's this step.
Well, the question is, will there be a chain?
A chain?
Yeah.
An R&B Money chain?
Yeah.
I should have wore them here. Yes, there's already chains.
Because, they gave you, they gave him a Rockefeller chain.
Yeah.
Is there the R&B,
there's
there's
an
R&B Money chain?
Absolutely.
Does it say R&B or is it R&B with a dollar sign? Or what's it say?
No. It's real sexy. R&B Money. It ain't
like a naked
big.
woman, like on a hood ornament?
No. It's a. Let me see if I got it right.
Yeah, you better have a picture of it
so you can see it. You understand what I'm saying? No, the R&B Money. It's sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see it.
Yeah, it's sexy, baby.
Keep scrolling. You favorite these things.
You can see it in this post right here. I got two of them on right there. Diamond chain.
So you didn't give the other one away?
Huh?
You're gonna be one of those kind of label owners. You're not gonna keep all the chains to yourself?
These are mine. The artists will get their own. Yeah. When they get signed.
But I thought you already had some people signed already.
One artist.
Do they have a chain?
They borrow mine. Right now they borrow mine.
What kind of Suge Knight is going on here?
We got to get a little bit more R&B Money now because these chains cost.
What's going to be the first project?
Off R&B Money?
Yeah.
Probably Feather off of our Motown deal.
Okay.
That'll probably be the first project, and then Jay Valentine to come after that.
You got a whole plan.
Oh no, we're not. We've been planning this since the pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question.
Yep.
Is there going to be a new Jamie Foxx project anytime soon?
Man.
Because,
Man.
I just want to know.
You and me both.
Everywhere I see you, I see him in the cut, and I saw the LA thing, and I saw he was just here, and I was like, what is the issue here?
I think he's just good with just coming in and getting his little moment of instant gratification and getting on back out. He's making so much money doing movies. He's making so much money.
But remember,
and the work is just
But
different.
Tank, remember he did the tour where he came out one half and he was a comedian, and then he came out the other half and he did songs. That was dope.
It's dope. It's him. But
have you tried to get him to make an album?
I mean, I've asked him. I asked him to get on this album. He's making too much money. 15 million?
Yeah.
4 months?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Jeez.
I will holler at you, music people, in a minute.
What has been his? Other than that, what has been the main resistance?
I mean, I just think it for him. Like again, he's not a studio rat like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for him, the music process is just a whole lot more goes into it. And for a lot of people who've made that transition over to movie, TV, and film, the stress and all of that goes along with doing the deal and getting the album done and then doing the promo and then like it's different on that side, bro. When I'm acting, when I'm doing my acting gigs, I'm at peace. I promise you I'm at peace. When I'm doing this music thing, I'm not at peace. It is so many moving parts and so many people you hope will do the right thing.
Right.
And most of the time they will not. You know what I mean?
What is that about?
I don't understand.
Why do you think in this business, as in any entertainment business, that it's all transactional at this point?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta get the most out of whatever you can get out of what you signed up for.
Right.
You just got to figure out how to do it, even if they're not holding up their end of the bargain.
Right.
You got to figure it out.
Because I think the one thing that I admire about a lot of the people that I have, and I'm sure you could just pull up anybody in your Rolodex too, the numbers haven't changed, or you can hit them on the DM or whatever. You have remained consistent in everything, especially when it comes to me. And I don't think I've ever said this publicly on radio.
Right.
From the TV shows to the giveaways to the appearances. I mean, when I had Ryan Cameron Uncensored, the TV show, you came in, you did that.
Yeah.
You did. I mean, you've always been a person that. How do I say this? You never kept score
at all.
And I think that's kind of how I try to live my life.
Right.
Like I'm not looking to do anything but like, hey, bro, don't forget about that gas I gave you.
Right. I don't look for rewards from people.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm very much in tune with the universe. And I feel like my mom used to always say, you always giving people stuff. You always letting somebody live with you. You always like, and and I'd be like, Mom, but think about it. I've never wanted for anything.
Right.
I've never had to call you and say, Ma, can you dig into your savings and help me out? I'm doing bad.
Right.
I've never had to do that. Even when I was doing bad, the universe somehow helped me figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Just because of all that I continue to give. I give because that's what I'm designed to do. The next phase of my purpose is to move further into giving and inspiring.
Right.
That's what it is. And I don't expect the return from you or I don't expect the return. I expect the return from the universe.
Right.
Somehow the universe is going to bring this back to me. So let me just stay the course.
For people who sing R&B music, is it a gift or a curse to be in a relationship?
Whew, my God. I mean, I lost the whole marriage, singing R&B. But I was also a new R&B singer. You know what I mean? I was 24. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out of Maryland, fresh living in LA, fresh on the road, new hit record. Went from, 100 people there screaming to 1,000 to 10,000 to an arena, you know what I'm saying, of women who wanted me.
It was too much?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a man has been trying to figure out how to have options consistently since he was in kindergarten. And to finally get to a place to where I don't have to ask. I don't have to ask. I just have to say yes. That's a different place to learn how to navigate from. it's a new responsibility that I have to figure out.
So how do you navigate it?
You know yourself.
Because somebody said to me one time, a man is only as loyal until this thing get hard.
No, that ain't it. That ain't it. They got medicine for that. That ain't it. That ain't it. You have to know yourself. And by knowing yourself, you have to understand what you're capable of and what you're not capable of.
Right.
And the things that you are not capable of handling, you don't put yourself in those situations.
Mm-hmm.
We're not perfect people by any means.
Right.
We're not going to be perfect.
Right.
But the best way to avoid not being perfect is to at least reduce, call it minimum exposure time.
Okay.
In the scenarios or even around people to where you could find yourself falling short.
Almost like you have to say to yourself, now what's the worst thing that could happen here?
Period. That's exactly what you got to say. And if your conclusions are drawn,
right,
and you see the end with you being butt naked, then you got to get out of there.
All right, man. I know you got to run. I appreciate all the love and the time, but just tell them why this project is a signature project for you as a finale.
R&B Money, man, my probably my best project. Probably the hardest project I've ever had to make. You know, in the middle of making this project, losing my hearing, getting vertigo, all of these things, going through this depression.
We didn't talk about that because I talked to you a little bit out in the hallway.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had conversations offline about it.
Of course, big conversations.
Big conversations.
Yeah.
Did you think that it was over?
I didn't think that it was over. I just didn't know. I didn't know how I would be able to be after that. I didn't know. I didn't know how.
What was that moment? Like you woke up one day and was like, "What the?"
I'll tell you exactly the moment. I woke up a couple days shooting a movie out in D.C.
Right.
Woke up a couple days and I felt like my ear was clogged, like with water. You know what I'm saying?
Like swimmer's ear.
Like swimmer's ear. I was like, oh man, that'll be out. I'm walking from the gym from Equinox, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I feel the earth shift from under my feet, and I stumble and I almost fall, and I catch myself on the store.
So you're losing your balance.
Losing my balance.
Your equilibrium's off.
Equilibrium. I don't know. So I'm like, luckily my hotel's only a block and a half away.
Right.
So I stumble back to the hotel, and I get to my hotel room, and I'm like, something's wrong.
Mm.
And as I'm losing my balance, now the hearing in my right ear, it starts shifting into like this distorted telephone sound, and everything sounds like everything starts to sound like that. I'm like, what is going on? I'm supposed to go to set.
Right.
And my guy Turk comes to pick me up. He's like, what's going on? I said, I don't know, man. Something just doesn't feel right, man. My ear's going out on me. I feel like my left ear is now going out on, like it's all just. So they end up taking me, and I was like, man, I think I need to fly home. I got to figure out how to get out of here. So I got to shoot one more scene.
But getting on a plane, is that wise?
I didn't know. I got one more scene to shoot.
Yeah.
They're like, man, let me just take you to my doctor, get you some meds, and then we'll do whatever. I said, you know what, let's just do whatever we got to do because I want to shoot this scene.
Right.
So I go to the doctor. He's looking through my ear. I'm doing the hearing test. They're like, yeah, probably some tinnitus, something's going on, whatever. I was like, okay. They give me medicine. And then I go back and shoot the scene. The last scene I'm trying to shoot, I got to stand up during the scene. So
of all the scenes, you got to stand up.
I got to stand up, walk down some stairs. So doggone near every take, I'm like almost falling over. I got to figure out how to stay on my feet so I can get this scene done. Get the scene done. They're like, my guy's like, I don't think you should fly. I'm like, okay,
right.
Well, I'll just sit here for a week until, and see what happens. And over that week of time, it just starts getting, my ears just start getting worse and worse and worse. They finally clear me to fly home. I get home and I start going to the audiologist, and I'm at about 30%
hearing
in my right ear and about 70% in my left. So I'm like, what's going on? They was like, oh, well, you just got to do this and we'll give you this and we'll start doing that. Put me on this crazy medicine. All of a sudden, this starts going really bad. So I'm down to about 10%. So
you're having a reaction to the medicine?
I don't know if I'm having a reaction to the medicine or if the medicine is just not helping.
Okay.
They don't have a cure or a fix for it.
Right.
They're just trying. And then within that week, it all left in my right ear. And I only had about 60% of my left. And it just got scary from there. And the medicine that they had me on, of course, you go into a depression trying to figure out how am I going deaf?
Right.
What am I going to do? And the medicine they give you helps depress you.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what it does. So I'm on.
So you're already sad, and it makes you sadder.
It makes you sadder. I'm
That's
on
great.
60 milligrams of prednisone every day.
Right.
It's not only killing my mind; it's killing my body.
Yeah.
I'm a physically fit guy.
It's like a steroid.
It's but the wrong kind of steroid.
Right.
Right. And so it's tearing my muscles apart. I don't look like the same Tank that everybody knows me for. I'm something else. I can't even look at myself in the mirror.
Wow.
I'm eating so much to where I have to sleep sitting up because I have chronic reflux.
Whoa.
Like all of this stuff is happening all at one time, like just low. And then the ear's completely gone. All I hear is white noise.
So what is it? What does it take a turn and you start coming back to?
It took a turn when I went to a wedding in Hawaii, and a couple of guys that I know, young guys who train, they were out there too, and they were like, "Man, we're doing this little training session downstairs." Mind you, I had to go buy new clothes to go to this wedding because I couldn't fit none of my old clothes. So I buy these new clothes, these new big clothes, oversized clothes, and go down to this wedding. And they're like, "We're doing a little training session. Come on down." So I'm like, "I'm gonna go down to these kids' training session, see what they're doing." Go down to this training session, and they kick my tail. Training session kicks my tail. I'm like, "Oh my God, y'all on to something." So we go out to the pool, and they're like, "Yeah, let's get in the pool." And these guys, young trainer guys, take off their shirts to jump in the pool. And they're like, "Tank, get in." And I'm like, "Nah." Good,
Y'all, we
champ.
good.
I'm looking at them. They look like the old me. And that's where the competitor in me kicked in.
Okay.
It's like, nah, I can't be like this.
You went out there swimming with your shirt on, were you?
I just didn't swim. I just didn't swim. I didn't want to have a wet T-shirt on. I just didn't swim. And that's when the competitor in me kicked in. And I went to one of the guys. I said, "John, I need your help." He said, "What's up, OG?" I said, "My training is not working for me no more. Somewhere along the line, my body just won't respond. I need your help." And that's where I started to build, because I'm an athlete first.
Right.
So I started to build physically, which helped also build my mental, which then tapped into my spirit, you know what I'm saying, and got me back on track. So that's where it started.